My algorithm is ever changing, and it seems that lately, since I clicked onto a couple of videos that were transcripts or excerpts, not transcripts, but excerpts from Bill Burr's podcast, I've been getting a lot of Bill Burr little monologues in my feed. What do I say about Bill Burr himself? I mean, I think maybe he's got a spark of what's a spark of the genuine in him, a spark of real authenticity, but I think he's probably been taken in to among the dark forces. I was trying to say forces or folks. I couldn't decide on which. So the dark forks have taken in Bill Burr, I imagine. I mean, maybe he's sort of the court jester for the elite, much the same way I suspect Ricky Gervais is, although Gervais, I still love the guy for opening monologue of the Golden Globes in 2020. He really killed it in the best possible way there. But I gotta just suspect anybody who's allowed to be successful has got to have sold their soul somewhere along the line. And I suspect that being the case with Bill Burr as well. But who knows? Who knows? We can only pray for such as he. The reason I'm recording this video is he recorded a video where he was talking about somebody who had who had written him, who had said that he had a crush on this girl who worked in a sandwich shop for months and never had the gumption to go up to her and say, you know, shoot his shot, as it were. So he decided to do it, and I'll link to it below, the actual excerpt from the podcast. He, this guy who was writing into Bill Burr, said on this day he decided he was going to go for it. So he went up and he said, he started to introduce himself, and immediately when he started to, you know, when he stepped out of the role of just a paying customer and it was clear he was trying to, you know, maybe shoot his shot with this girl, this sandwich worker. When it became clear that that was what he was doing, she rolled her eyes and got this really hostile look on her face. And so he didn't even get to go through his spiel. He didn't even get to say, "Hi, my name is Jeffrey. I've noticed you in here a lot, and I don't know, maybe you know, I really like you. I think I might like you. Whatever. I think you're really pretty. You want to get coffee sometime?" She didn't even let him get that out. You know, she just immediately when she sensed where he was going, she just made this face. And he said, he just stopped when he saw her make that face, and he said, "Oh, never mind, fuck it." Turned around and walked out. which I thought was better than him just you know, pushing his way through. You know, somehow pushing his way through, even though she was regarding him with disgust. But it was one of those things where it was sort of like, you know, Bill didn't really know what to do with the whole thing, because he was saying, well, he was saying, you know, a way of handling it would be when she starts to make a face, then to you know, make a joke about the whole situation, you know, make her laugh and, you know, sort of throw her off her guard or something like that. But Bill himself said, you know, he would probably say something really mean, like, well, you're working in a sandwich shop. You're gonna be all high and mighty and treat me like I'm lesser than you, and you're working in a frickin' sandwich shop. So that probably wouldn't have worked. But this whole idea that, you know, that, well, you gotta do a song and dance number. You gotta charm her. You know, when you're meeting resistance, you gotta, switch strategies. And I mean, all of this is so disgusting, so abhorrent, so repellent to me. And also Bill said something like, you know, well, you probably showed her that you weren't going to try, and and now, you know, since you just turned around and left, since you said fuck it, turned around and left, now she thinks that you're somebody who, you know, who when he meets resistance doesn't persevere. So it's like everything is a shit test. You've got to persevere even when you're being humiliated. You've got to persevere, and you got to think up some wisecrack and do some song and dance jive. You know, it's like, no. I personally don't think you should ever approach women. I don't think you should ever talk to them. I don't think you should shoot your shot. I don't think there's anything to be gained from that. I think if someone's interested in you, she'll come around and let it be known that she's interested in you. But men are encouraged to just go out and make absolute asses of themselves. You know, not that there's anything wrong with going out on a limb and, I don't know, trying to introduce yourself to someone. It's not like it's evil or bad or wrong, but the whole idea that, oh well, you've just got to do it, and you've just got to keep doing it, and you know, the whole people, the kind of life coach type, the you know, what used to be the pickup artist type, who says you just gotta, you know, cold approach. No, for one thing, you're making an idiot of yourself. You're making a clown of yourself. For another thing, it's just, well, I guess that's mainly it. You deserve better than that. You deserve not to feel humiliation. You deserve human dignity, okay? And just going up and throwing yourself, just shooting your shot, and in this kind of situation, it's not only wrong-headed, it's just like, do you, I don't know, it's like, at long last, do you not respect yourself enough to just say no to all of this? You know, yeah, to say, okay, she's cute, she's a cute sandwich girl, and bye, sandwich girl, see you next time, whatever. But believe me, if someone is interested in you, they will let their interest be known. Okay, I've said this before, and you know, I'm not a dating coach. I certainly don't have the credentials to be anything like that. But I do believe that very strongly. You do not go out on a limb. You do not. I mean, I think the whole encouraging men to do that, encouraging men to behave in that way, and to be shot down. You know, it's somehow, it's thought, you know, that men have a tough skin, and they can handle being shot down, and, you know, no, it hurts. It's a blow to the ego. You make a joke about it, you know, just like the guy who wrote Bill, where he was kind of you know, trying to find some humor in the situation. But I thought it was great that he just, once she was making this face, like, and I don't, you know, I try to avoid this whole aspect of the MGTOW thing, or the manosphere thing, where it's just like talking shit about women. But I do think that if you are a woman, I get how it might get old to just have men hitting on you all the time, especially if they're doing it in a boorish sort of way. You know, I get that, but someone who means well, someone who's a nice guy, like, you can't just let him, like, you can't just say, oh, this is very sweet that he's trying to introduce himself. I mean, you gotta, like, that's just such a, I mean, women should, the woman, this particular woman in this particular situation, I hold her to account for behaving this way towards this guy. Unfortunately, I think it's very much par for the course that women are being told that they are just fine the way they are, they're wonderful the way they are, and that men are dogs, men are pigs, men should prove themselves to them. If a man comes up to you and introduces himself, then women are encouraged to just be like, you know, well, hand on the hip, you know, well, what makes you think you deserve someone like me? It's like, forget it. You know, he was right to say forget it and turn around and you know, I very much disagree with Bill Burr saying, oh, well, you failed the test because a better man would have improvised and or something like that. It's so stupid. I don't know if anybody has anything to say about any of this. It's sort of, it tripped something up in me. It hit some sensitive side of me. So I felt like talking about it. So let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll leave the link to the Bill Burr thing below, and you can listen to it and decide for yourself. Thanks for listening, watching. My name's Andy Nowicki. You can check out my work at ultrarightnovelist.com.